Alright, boys. It's August 18th, about 12:45. It's some wind out here. Maybe I can pull this off here. Now, I'm holding the Manticore. What I'm going to talk about here, other manufacturers with other models and even MindLab might consider this in the future. Now, I'm in all-terrain low conductors. Now, let's just say you're going to go hunt a sports field or you're going to do open field relic hunting. You're on the salt beach. Well, you've got your iron upper ferrous limits, your default settings in this machine. Well, I'm in all-terrain low conductor speed 4. This is the M9 coil. But this applies to other coils besides the M9, okay, on this machine. You see what I'm in there? All-terrain low conductors. Speed 4. Alright, upper ferrous limits. 7. Right. So we've repositioned. We've got a gold ring sitting down there. See it down there? 2x4 thicknesses below that piece of wire. Okay, so you take this machine to the wild, okay? And you decide you're going to use upper ferrous limit 7. And you're in speed 4, so you're looking for, in a sports field, you're looking for deeper stuff, the shallow stuff. You'll take any gold ring you can find, right? You notice what happens there? One-way signal. So if you're one of these people that's walking through a field, one-way signal on that. Okay? So if I lower the upper ferrous limits on this machine to 5, now there is some iron rejection. Upper ferrous limits 5 on this machine. You see what happens? Now I've got two-way signal. But since you're running at upper ferrous limits 5, you might think that target could be iron, huh? Since you're running it so low, wouldn't it be nice if this machine had a key you could set up where you could just hit the button and instantly take this thing to whatever upper ferrous limits you decide to use as your threshold? For example, 7. So you hit a signal like that, you get two-way signal and you're sweeping fast, okay? And then you could hit a button and go straight to 7, and then you hear that. You notice when I go across that in upper ferrous limit 7, look. See what happens? But in upper ferrous limits 5, I don't have to flush that so much, huh? Upper ferrous limits 5 is more of a drag net. You see what I'm talking about? Now, sites that have a lot of iron in them, maybe this ain't a good idea. But what about a salt beach? How are you running your Manticore on a salt beach? Remember, it only takes one piece of iron in the right position to take you out of a gold ring with a fast sweep speed. You might pick it up with a lower upper ferrous limits to get you on it. And if you had a button, a soft key, you could go, boom, put me in upper ferrous limits, for example, 7 or 8, and let me listen to what I've just heard. Then if I still hear a signal, or it gets me to rotate on it. You see that situation there? That situation there, even with upper ferrous limits 5. Okay, so I see it in the screen riding up there high. But look what happens when I turn on it. Look where it's at. It's more down toward the middle. So I might not even have to necessarily go to upper ferrous limits 7 with a hotkey, but I could. Just a scenario, And more people using this machine and maybe other machines if the manufacturers would set them up like this, hunting these more open areas where it probably is beneficial to cover more real estate quicker to up your odds of finding the target. The only problem you run into, faster sweep speeds on mass targets can do what? Cause you to get no signal or get a one-way signal. Okay? It opens the eye up, so to speak, on that coil. Okay? Now, you don't have to use it all the time. But it would have been nice if this machine had that feature. Because, yeah, if I was in a sports field running this machine, oh yeah, upper ferrous limits 5 would probably be a pretty good choice. You do get some iron rejection. You know? I'll remove the gold ring. That's a piece of wire right there. That's upper ferrous limits number 5 you're looking at right there. See? It gets rid of that. Now, this is not a Mind Lab specific video. Okay? See that little nail there? Look at there. See that little nail there? We don't hear much on that little nail, do we? See that? We don't hear a signal. That's what I'm saying. We don't hear a full-throated signal. Now, what about that one? Well, this one may be a little different. So we're getting some signal on that one. Okay. And if we go to upper ferrous limit 7, if we had a hotkey, which is what I've just done, see what it does to it. So again, this would be something that would make this machine more user-friendly and more efficient. You could cover more ground and be alerted to possibly some more targets, and you don't have to necessarily flush the coil. This may even extend, believe it or not, to unmasked targets that are somewhat deeper, where you don't get that call just quite centered over it. And you hear something, you're like, wait a minute. And then you start re-sweeping and doing about face, whatever. Alright? That's going to conclude the video. I hope everybody has a nice day.